Hey there friends, Nibs again. On the garage, doing a little bit of goofing around tonight, and I wanted to do my day 3 installment for the Hobbies Hobo challenge of 5 knives in 5 days. And this one's going to be a little bit different for you guys. These are not necessarily just knives, but each one of them does have a knife blade on them, so I thought it would be kind of cool to include these. These are a key part of my everyday carry. One or the other, or sometimes several of these are always with me. So let me bring you to the tabletop camera here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at these. What we have here is another thing that's kind of unusual about this day is it's probably one of the only days that I am not going to be showing you a product that was made by the Camillus company. And what I have here is my, I guess you could call it a collection. It's more just an accumulation of leatherman products. I have the first one here I have is an original Leatherman super tool. I've had one of these Leatherman super tools since they came out probably 20 years ago. This is not the original one that I had. The original one that I had actually got stolen, and I've had a couple others since then. I bought another one off of eBay, and then I broke it and I sent it into Leatherman, not knowing that when you send it in, at least back then, if you sent it in, no matter what, they would send you the most current product. If they couldn't fix it, and usually they wouldn't fix it, they'd send you the most current product that was available. But I really, there's certain things about the original super tool that I really like that aren't available on the newer products. So after I sent my super tool in and they sent me a wave, I went back on eBay and found me another super tool, and I think this is probably the third or fourth one that I've had. But they did send me a wave, and I've actually had to, I use these every day on my job, and so I am not easy on them, and I've broken these several times, and I try to be a little bit easier on the super tool, the original super tool, only because they are not available anymore, and so you're going to pay a premium if you try to find one on eBay to have. So I have the original sheath, and it's on my belt, and because I wore that all day today. A lot of times, if I know I'm going to be doing a job where I'm going to be doing a lot of turning screws and holding nuts, I actually carry both of these, or both the super tool and one of these two waves. So I have a stainless steel wave here. The one thing I like about these wave tools is they actually have, and I didn't bring it out here, and I'm kind of bummed I didn't, but they have a bit holder that actually has interchangeable bits, and then they have a little kit, and it's in the house. Unfortunately, I didn't bring it out with me, that has just about every size Allen head, Torx, all the way up to like T35 or T30, several different size screwdriver, Phillips head and flat blade screwdriver tips, even the Robertson square tips, square drives. So both of these have that, and the other thing that the wave has that the super tool doesn't have is a really nice pair of little scissors. So that is a really nice feature on these. One word of caution: if you want to keep these scissors sharp, don't use them for even cutting like copper wire or something, because the scissors on these ones are ruined because of that. But it also has a little eyeglass screwdriver with a flat blade and a little tiny, I think that's a number 00 Phillips head bit there. And these are very easy to break, so make sure you be careful with those. They have a saw, which I use a lot for cutting holes in sheetrock and all sorts of stuff. They have a file, coarse file, and a real fine file there. This one is actually pretty fine. You can use this to actually put a nice edge on a different blade if you really need to get something sharpened in a hurry. I normally use a diamond stone to sharpen most of my blades, but in a pinch this really works to get a pretty decent edge on a blade. And then they have a serrated edge blade and a regular straight blade. I think that's all. There's a few other just typical bits in here. There's a G.I. Joe type can opener on there, and this one is a EOD explosives. Really the only difference is this one has a what they call a blasting cap crimper here. I thought it might be kind of cool to have that for crimping like butt splices and stuff, but it just doesn't get enough torque to really crimp the butt splices well enough, so I don't use that for that. But still a nice black oxide finish on there. I've had this one for probably 12 or 15 years. It was one of the first waves that ever came out. And then the last one, well, let's just talk about the super tool just a little bit. So the few of the things that I like on the super tool that's different than the waves, it has a really nice Phillips head, and it's kind of a split between a number 1 and a number 2, but it actually fits both sizes very well, and you can really get some good torque on something with that. The bits that come with these, I don't know, you just don't get a really good bite with them. So if I'm using something and I need a good bite on a Phillips head, that's one of the things I really like about the super tool over the wave. And the other thing is the wave is nice and smooth here in the middle. So if you're pinching down on something, even if the meat in the middle of your hand comes up inside there, it won't pinch it really bad. This Leatherman, the wave tool, you can see that's just a accident waiting to happen right there. So if you're honking down on a bolt and it slips and you happen to have a little piece of meat in there, I've had so many blood blisters on the palm of my hand from that tool. I can't even tell you. So let's talk about the little Micra and then we'll wrap it up. So this is they call the Micra, and it's a pretty cool little tool. It actually has scissors as the main jaw, and they're pretty neat. I don't carry these too much anymore. I used to carry them all the time. One thing that's actually broken on here, and I didn't even realize it, I'm gonna have to probably get this sent in, but it has a really nice little set of tweezers on here and they really worked well for pulling out slivers and that sort of thing. But like I said, the ones on this one are broken, so I'll probably get this thing wrapped up and send it off. It's got a nice little sharp little blade on it, and then over here it has a nail file and a kind of a little nail pick there, a flat blade on this side, and over on this side where they kind of stuck together, but that blade right there is just it's a flat blade, but it's pointed like a Phillips head, so you could use that for unscrewing a Phillips head. But there's the Leatherman Micra. Kind of cool little addition to a collection. I do have several other sheaths for these, but this is the one that I normally carry one of the waves in, and then I have a leather one for my super tool, and I carry this every day. And then, like I said, if I'm going to be doing some extra work where I need pliers and screwdrivers, I carry both of these. So anyway, I'll bring you back up to the main camera. So there you go. There is my day 3 of Hobbies Hobo. Sorry about that. But kind of a cool little challenge here, showing 5 knives in 5 days. And this is day 3 for me. Most of my collection consists of Camillus knives, because Camillus is only like 20 minutes away from me here, and I just kind of find that nostalgic and like collecting them. When I was in Boy Scouts, that's one of the things that they would give out. So if you in my Boy Scout company, if you got what they call your totem chip, which means you learned how to properly handle an axe and a saw and a knife, they would actually give you a Camillus very similar to this one. And that's one I'm going to show you guys in another installment. But they would give you a Camillus just like that, and you were like, you know, King Kong in the Boy Scout group if you had one of these Camillus knives. And I had one, and I got it very early in my Boy Scout career. So, but anyway, there is my Leatherman collection for day 3, and hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go over and check out Hobby's Hobo, and I really relate to that channel name, like I've said before. Also the Flat Broke Air Gunner, I can really relate to that channel as well. All these hobbies just kind of, you know, fooling his money are soon parted, right? But anyway, hope you guys have a great day.